heard the pop, I guess, and it means the clay fell off. It stayed on for the whole day, but it looks like it was not enough, or I don't know what was the reason. So I need to redo the clay stuff. It happens. Heat treatment, second attempt. Heat treatment done. Clay didn't fall off. Well, I dropped it off now, but the file does not bite at all, so I think we succeeded. Now we will wait a little bit and then we will knock off the black oxide scale, whatever that's called, and we will temper it. You will see a very simple tempering method, which again, so far it worked. Knives work. I don't see any reason why not to do it. There are fancy ways, but I will use this. You will see it. I will not record the grinding because you saw the grinding in the previous sections. I'll just quickly clean it up and come back. Blade is just roughly cleaned up. Of the scale is removed, so I can see the color once I temper it. I deepened a little bit the finger groove. That was a comment, and now this is ready for tempering. As I said, I temper with a torch. I hope, let me, yeah, okay, you will be able to see it. I shoot for anything between straw and on certain parts of the blade. I could also go into darker, especially the point, just to make sure the blade, the point doesn't break if misused. But please, this does not mean that you should be using the blade as a pry bar. It's not. It's a knife, even though this one is a beast. Some of my first ones, I left them completely untempered, left the much thicker, but it didn't turn out well. So sometimes when sharpening, the edge would crumble a little bit and stuff like that. So now I'm doing this. You will probably not be able to see the color now as I approach straw. I will stop. If you do that, it is a little bit tricky because you don't see the color. Do stop in between, because you will get no coloring and then all of a sudden it will jump. So you can see now the straw point. This is where I stop. I will work a little bit here, this part, this section, to prevent like breakage or stuff like that. This is where I really want the knife to be as flexible as possible, or not be too hard. So that's it. This is the heat treated knife. It is already hard. You can see the point. I'm not sure. That should be about 200, 250 degrees Celsius, somewhere in between. But considering the quench hardness of the 1095, which would be 64, 65 Rockwells, if this drops it down to 62 or 61 at the point, or even less, I would say, maybe I will check the coloring chart later on, let you know more precisely, but this should be enough for a nice use. Not being afraid to chop some stuff. And then of course sometimes if I see that the edge crumbles or something after I'm sharpening it, I can still do the tempering later on. Just draw a torch a little bit and that's it. Heat treated knife. We still need to name this one. It's like a, you know, the Greek sword from 300. So knife has almost cooled down. Meanwhile, I prepare the scales. You can see now the texture that it will have. I also realized I made the handle a bit longer than requested, so I will fix this now. And then I will be drilling the holes. Also, I got additional request for the lanyard hole, so I will also do that. Cutting the pins. I already have one. This one I will just shorten. Done. So we have 3 pieces and we have to knock off the edges. This we will do on the grinder. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just making sure that when I drill the hole, the pin goes in nicely, as nice as it can. Nothing fancy, vise, clamp, drill bit, and we go. Light. To show you one thing, there are various types of woods and you can see bokote is one of them. When obviously once I drill it, it will either seal a little bit itself, or I don't know why. I just have to go back to the work desk and just, you know, lean onto it to go through. And here it is. Anyways, no big deal. Just a couple of steps. Repeat. And one more. 6mm hole, and now the hole for the lanyard tube, and then we are ready to clean up the blade or cut the rough shape of the handle. I'm not sure which one I will go to. The task that Master Smith gave to me on the shaping of this handle is something I never did before. So I am a little bit afraid of that one, but yeah, what can happen? Done. And that's it. I will now use my marker to trace the shape of the blade. Take off the blade. Use the bandsaw to trace this roughly. Put scales on and then trace the knife. So not sure if you can see. And now onto the bandsaw. Shaping of the scales.